Look at the choices he made on February 8th, 2017. Look at the nature and circumstances of this offense. Ask yourself, is there anything at all mitigating about the fact that he kidnapped, robbed, raped, and murdered Reagan Tokes? The state would submit to you that there is nothing, nada, zilch, mitigating about the nature and circumstances of the offense. Look at his unsworn statement, ladies and gentlemen. You heard that the other day. When I first got locked up, I lied about everything. Said it was TJ. There is no TJ. TJ is not real. I made TJ up because I was trying to wiggle my way out of the crimes that I committed. And then he ended with, the only other thing I have to say is, please have mercy on me. This statement is dripping with irony.
He had every reason not to get up here and stand in front of you and talk to you for those 43 seconds. But here's the difference, what happened that day that hasn't happened in Brian Golsby's life before, is that Mr. Goddardam and I went back in the holding tank and we told Brian, you know what, we know it's tough. We know it's tough, but we'll be next to you. We'll stand next to you. And so when the judge said the defendant's going to make a statement, and of course by law he doesn't have to, and Brian walked up here, and Mr. Goddardam and I stood on each side of Brian, and I looked up at him, and honestly, I didn't even hear what he said. But here's what I think about it. Mr. O'Brien thinks it wasn't genuine. I went back in that holding tank afterwards, and I told Brian, I am so effing proud of you. And members of the jury, you can imagine I probably didn't use the word effing. Because I was proud of him, and I am proud of him. He had every reason not to do it. Every reason in his life. Give me one time when someone said, Brian, I'm sorry for screwing you over. Brian, I'm sorry for abandoning you. I'm sorry for beating you at 5 so bad you had to go to the hospital. No one's ever stood in front of Brian and said, I'm sorry.